Hi, I'm Andrew Quintero, and I'm a junior here at the City College of New York. This semester, I'm with the Washington, D.C. semester program here in Washington, D.C. I'm working with Congressman Daniel Donovan. He's the only Republican congressman from New York City. He represents Staten Island and a portion of Brooklyn. So it's very interesting to see how he operates, how he represents his constituents in New York City while working here in D.C. It's very surprising to see how he balances his conservative ideology and practical New York City politics. Because when you think about it, it's very difficult to be a conservative in New York City. In issues like DACA, for example, where he sees the value of having young immigrants here in the country, and he supports them while also supporting border security. It's two issues that he has to balance, both as a Republican and as a representative of the people of New York City. Being here in this program, it's very, very awesome to see how I interact with other members of the program as we, talk about policies and about issues which affect us as Americans and as human beings, but which also kind of causes some conflict as conservatives and as liberals. And that's something that's really touched me, and it's really impacted me throughout these past couple of weeks. In the next couple of minutes, you're going to see an interview I had with a classmate of mine, and we discussed some of the differences in how we operate and how we work here in DC, and also how we work with our individual elected officials in the offices. And it was a very insightful conversation. I learned a lot, and it was interesting to see how Ricky and I have some differences in how we work with our Congress members, but also a lot of similarities that carry on through all elected official offices. So thank you for watching, thank you for this time, and enjoy the video. Thanks. Hi, I'm Andrew Quintero. I'm interning for Congressman Donovan.
Hi, I'm Ricky Paniotti. I'm interning for Congressman Hakeem Jeffries.
And today we're summarizing our experience in our internships here in DC. So we're going to discuss our similarities and the differences in our internships. Mm-hmm. We're both working for representatives in the Congress. What's your experience like?
My experiences have been quite challenging, actually, but I'm learning a lot every day. It's everything from answering constituents' phone calls to attending briefings and hearings, as well as having staff meetings where we're picking up a lot on the political language and some of the routines that take place here in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, I would agree with that too. I mean, I would say a lot of the same things. A lot of emails, a lot of phone calls, answering the phones, getting yelled at on the phone.
Right.
It happens every day. Going to hearings, briefings, like you said. There's a lot of similarities. I guess the differences would be the approaches to the social issues that we're working on in the offices. What social issues is your office working on?
Well, Congressman Jeffries primarily focuses on a lot of social justice issues, and so he works to ensure working opportunities for working class families. He's working to help to repair our broken criminal justice system and access to higher education. And so he works very closely with constituents and staff members to achieve that goal.
Yeah, that's really interesting. For Congressman Donovan, he represents Staten Island and a portion of Brooklyn.
Right.
So right now we're dealing with a lot of heroin and fentanyl issues in the district. A lot of young people overdosing and dying from these drug issues.
Right.
And this is a nationwide problem that's affecting many people. Just the other day, I had a call from a constituent saying that he knew 3 kids that overdosed this past year, in the past couple of years, from opioids. And it's really troubling. That's something that the congressman is trying to address and trying to work on.
Right. So my congressman, in a sort of a similar way, actually, addresses, because Congressman Jeffries represents the 8th Congressional District, which is parts of Brooklyn and Queens. And so there's some similar issues there. And then, they have a ripple effect on the criminal justice system. And so there's a lot of social justice initiatives that are taking place. And one of the things that the congressman is working on is passing the recidivism reform bill. And so
what is that about?
So that's basically one of the missions to improve criminal justice reform. And so there's a lot of incentives in that bill to either reduce sentencing or have alternatives to incarceration. Okay, so that works on multiple different levels, and so we're fighting hard to get that bill passed through Congress right now. A lot of these issues actually were addressed in his 2018 State of the District Address, which can be found on YouTube.
That's nice. Nice. And what's the link for that? Is it on the?
Well, I'll definitely post a link in the blog to make sure that our viewers can have access to that.
Cool.
And I'll also post some links from Facebook and YouTube, Facebook and Twitter, to make sure that the viewers, can get a chance to look up some of this great stuff that's going on. There's a lot of great work going on, and I'm just happy, to work for representatives who are working very hard in New York City.
Absolutely.
Working for constituents in New York City, because we're from New York City. We attended City College of New York.
Absolutely.
And there's this direct link, this connection, and so I just feel like we're doing work that prepares us for the future, which kind of goes into the link that we read, the article that we read, right?
Absolutely, yeah. In class, we had to read this article discussing the employers' and students' perspectives on how prepared they are for their careers after graduating. And I was surprised to find out that employers really think that we're not ready to work in the workforce once we graduate. And it kind of resonated with me as I was reading the article that, areas in my life or in my career path that I was ready with, working with others or technical skills. I don't have those skills, and I'm not ready to apply them in the career path that I'm in. So that really shocked me. And just today, actually, I was in a meeting and I realized I need to polish, my oral communication,
Right.
my writing skills,
Right.
a lot of things that are needed when we graduate in order to be effective members.
Oh, definitely,
of the workforce.
definitely. Just to sort of piggyback on those points, doing an internship such as us, doing an internship for the entire spring semester, I think it's a wonderful opportunity to prepare us for employment, because we are learning skills right on the spot, and we are able to get feedback from our senior supervisors as well as the other staff members, coworkers. We're able to get that feedback and adjust accordingly. And I just think that having to intern for such a, we're talking about approximately 4 months. We have 4 months of training, on the job training, where we're able to work on our verbal communication, our written communication, office posture and things of that nature, and being able to develop those skills, whereas other students who haven't done any internships don't have those. And so what happens is that they may get a job, and without the benefit of the experience of an internship, such as the Washington D.C. semester program, we have that advantage. And so the internship is definitely a bonus, and I think that it does prepare us and will be better suited to be able to meet employers' expectations.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 2 or 3 years from now when we graduate, I think we'll be better suited to serve, our representatives, or in Congress, or in the private sector. Wherever we work, we'll be better prepared to be good workers and to serve the people around us. So
Definitely.
I'm definitely happy and proud to be a member of this program, and it's definitely very helpful. So
Definitely.
I'll leave it on that. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you for this conversation.
Thank
And,
you.
Yeah, have a great semester.
Thank the viewers for taking the time out to check out this video.
Yes. Thank you.